Hi everyone, it's me again. Today I would like to demonstrate a new flower, but first let me show you my workstation. As you can see, I cover my workstation with saran, saran wrap. The reason that I'm doing it is because this is a messy job. We work with all these colors, and once we start, you'll see it will get messy. And you don't want to have to scrub the excess gelatin once you get it. So once I'm done, I just take out the saran wrap. The surface is clean and I don't need to scrub. I have a set of needles here. This set has 1 inch and 1.5 inch needle. It also has pointed and blunt needles, which you can use for baby breath and for pistils. I have my bottles and the tools that I'm going to use to make the flower that I will teach you. This is number 15, this is 43, this is number 15R. I always keep a syringe next to me. It helps me clean the needles because sometimes after you use a needle, the gelatin will get congealed here. So you either dip it in hot water or just take hot water and melt the gelatin and congel it. So this is a good thing to have around. I have a little espresso spoon to clear out the excess, a marker to mark the edges of the mold, and as I've explained in my 101 beginner tutorial video, you will mark the mold, I would say, anywhere between 5 to 10 times. After that, your high-end coordination, you'll get a high-end hand coordination, you're not going to use it. This is my melon bowler, of course. Hot water, cold water, where I keep my napkins. I always have paper towel next to me because you always need it. Today we're going to learn how to make this flower. Okay. This is a template that I use for beginners now to make the flower. Mark a small dot on the napkin. Place the mold on top of the dot to identify the center. Dip your melon bowler in hot water. Stick it in on top of the dot. Rotate the mold once or twice. Once the circle is completed, rotate your hand, take out the center. Okay, put it aside. You will need it for later. Okay. Dip the melon bowler in hot water, smooth the surface. If you don't do that, it will be like looking through broken glass. As I've explained before, it is a lot easier when the surface is smooth. Clear the excess. Now, mark a circle. If you do not know what size of a circle, just use any of my templates. They are located on my website, www.artthegelatin.com. Under the DIY tutorial, you'll have a written explanation of what I'm doing and some template that you can print. Or you could just search the internet for similar templates. All these are from the internet. Okay. So, do not wipe out the excess. You're going to need the excess to camouflage. If you take out the excess at this point, as you can see, we have a lot of hole. It's like a bald head We don't want to see that. This is why we keep the excess, and it does camouflage those boldy spots. Okay? So if you've missed, the camouflage will cover all your mistakes. Okay? I like to create a crown, a white crown, around the black pistils. The original flower has yellow crown, but I've tried the yellow and it wasn't noticeable. So I've decided to stick with white. You can do it like so, or just stay in one point and turn the dish. Okay, now as you can see, my hand is leaning on the table, so the angle always stays the same. All I'm doing is moving my wrist, not my hand, and that gives me stability that I need throughout the process. Okay. At this point I will take out the excess because I'm going to change color, and I do not want the white and the black to mix with the yellow. Okay. At the end of the process I will go back and put some black here to make sure the camouflage is in place. Now, if you were to draw lines, you will draw a line here, like so, here, like so. Of course, you will complete the circle. I just don't want to do it. You see, if the surface is wet, the marker will not work. This is why I've recommended in my previous video to mark the lines before you put in the gelatin, because it's very hard to do. But anyway, you get the idea. You'll mark a line here and a line here, and that to ensure the angles. To ensure spaces, you use a template. Now, place the center of the mold in the center of the template. It has to align. Point the tip of the tool to the first line. This line, of course, it's going to be circled. Okay? Like so. Give color and go out. Check for drip. What happens is sometimes the gelatin can gel, it become hard, it will not come out, and you can tear the gelatin. This is why it's important always to check the drip. Move to the right, align the tip of the gobia to the same imaginary line. Move to the right, make sure it's all aligned again to the imaginary line, and you completed the circle. At this point we do not need the template anymore. I will keep going. I don't want to clear the pool, and I will insert the tip and aim it to the second line. Insert the tool in between the previous two petals. If the pool is full, what you can do is just insert and give it a little push. Not a squeeze, a push, and this color will just slide in. The second row is completed. The original flower has a white petal on the third line. Actually, it's a mix of white and yellow. So I will take out the yellow. Fill the pool with the white color. And with the yellow color, again, insert and go in. Give it push, let the white color slide. And this way you have like two different colors. Insert, and you'll see how the color, this is why it is important for this process to have soft gelatin, because you want the color to just slide in without any pressure. To make sure the color will slide in, as you can see, the height of the color is on top of the gubia. If it will be like this, the color of course will not slide. This is the second row. On the third row, we have, for the next line, no, I think it's the fourth one, the original flower has a mix of white and pink. So again, I will go in between, let the white go in, and a little yellow. Okay. Mix of all three colors. Go back to this one so it will be equal. And for the last row, it's only pink. So I will take out all the axes. This way the colors will not mix. And insert pink only. Now I will go one next to the other. One next to the other. Complete the circle. The circle is completed. Again, I will empty the axis. At this point, go back to the black. Make sure it's camouflaged. Just put a little bit of color. Okay? Don't forget this little guy. Put it back. As I've explained in the previous videos, some of the food colors have aftertaste. If you will keep the color inside, you may hit a bitter taste on your first bite. This is not something that you want to taste. When we put the color in the flower, it's actually one drop or two. So the bitterness of the food color, you don't taste it. But if you leave it in a pool, you may taste it and you don't want it. For the leaf, I've chose this gubia, but you actually can choose any one you want. It doesn't have to be this one. And as you can see, I'm just pushing the color in. Okay, and this flower is done. Voila! Thank you. Please visit my website www.artdegelatin.com, or same thing, Gelatin on Facebook. Don't forget to hit the like button, and please come back on the next video. Bye.